Let's look at ATI TEAS one-step linear equations. In this case, we are looking at worded problems. Now, let's look at question 1. A patient is prescribed a total of 120 milligrams of medication to be taken equally over 5 days. How many milligrams should the patient take per day, right? In this case, we are going to assign a variable to be the unknown, right? So I'm going to say, let D be milligrams per day. In this case, we have 5 days, which would be 5D is equal to 120 milligrams, right? Multiplication means we should divide both sides by 5. And in this case, you see that D is equal to 24 milligrams. So you see that each day, the patient is supposed to take 24 milligrams of medication. So the answer is D. Question 2. A nurse administers 75 milliliters of IV fluid evenly over 3 hours. How many milliliters are given each hour? In this case, we are just going to let H be what? The number of milligram per hour, right? Per hour. Let H be the number of milliliters. Let H be the number of milliliters per hour. In this case, we have what? 3H will be equal to what? 75 milligram, right? So that H, which would be the unknown, would be what? We are dividing both sides by 3, which would be 75 milliliters all over 3. So it means that H is equal to 25 milliliters. So the answer is C. Now let's look at question 3. A patient's total fluid intake for the day is 1,850 milliliters. If 1,200 milliliters has already been recorded, how much fluid intake remains, right? So we know that we have already recorded 120 milliliters. So we can let X be the remainder. Let X be the remainder, the remaining fluid, the remaining IV fluid. So it will mean that 120, it means that 1,200 milliliters plus X will give us 1,850 milliliters, right? So that we subtract both sides by what? We subtract 1,200 milliliters from both sides. And X is equal to what? 1,850 minus 1,200, which would be 650 milliliters. So the answer is going to be B, right? The answer is going to be B. Now let's look at question 4. 2 medication doses together equal 480 milligrams. One dose is 250 milligrams. What is the amount of the second dose? So we already know, let D2 be second dose, right? So it means that 215, which is the first dose, plus the second dose, D2, will give us a total of what? 480 milligrams. So this is a linear equation, right? So we subtract both sides by 250 milligrams. And D2 will be equal to what? 265. Yes, I got that correct. I think so. So that is it, guys. That is it.